They sprinting away from the 1200 metre marker. Towards the outside, Pacifica was slow to go. They start to make now to the middle inside of the track. Speedy Susie is right there. Swift Sarah with a good position. Class Act. Chestnut and Pearls is well placed. Royal Pleasures on the inside. They're followed by Nomvula. ENTISAAR about 3 lengths off them with Sharma the red cap. Mela Maria, Madame Dubois on the outside with Chestnut and Pearls. That's the green sleeves and cap. Then comes Lala. Princess Royal's about 5 lengths off them at this stage. Towards the inside of that one is Roy's Goddess. An absolute stampede at the 500 in the Alan Robertson. And it's Speedy Susie. Down the inside, Royal Pleasure, Swift Sarah. Towards the inside, ENTISAAR starts to run on. Sharma towards the outside, Madame Dubois. And Princess Royal get into the race. It's wide open, ENTISAAR, Royal Pleasure. Speedy Susie still there, Princess Royal. But it's ENTISAAR who hit the front. And ENTISAAR goes for home, is going to score. ENTISAAR starts to shift, but will win it. Second will go to Princess Royal, Madame Dubois and Speedy Susie. Number 2, ENTISAAR is victorious. The Australian filly by More Than Ready for Mike de Kock and Johnny Gerudas, and wins its third from 4. Number 2, ENTISAAR is victorious. You'll see she cocks her ears back and forth. Then Johnny quickly had to straighten her up. She was looking at the grandstand or to the crowd on the inside. And just note her ears cocking back and forth. But she's victorious. She wins at 7 rand 80, 1 rand 70. Number 10, Princess Royal, will run into second position, beaten 3/4 of a length. Madame Dubois overcame an outside gate, showed pace, runs into third. Fourth placing will go to Speedy Susie. That is number 14. Then Royal Pleasure. Mela Maria further back. Sharma, number 13, ends up the tote favourite. Chestnuts and Pearls. Swift Sarah's further back. Vampirella. And they were followed then by Roy's Goddess, Lala, Nomvula. A well-detached field, and then Pacifica. That's the running of the Alan Robertson Championship. We'll take a look at that head-on. Absolute stampede. And the winners, about 4 off the left-hand side, looking for running room, and then goes further in, and then moves through between Speedy Susie and Royal Pleasure, and now Johnny asks her to run. But take note now how she starts to shift and cocks her ears. He straightens her up, puts the stick in the right hand, and ENTISAAR's going on, and then all of a sudden just starts to get a little, there we are, just shifts away, and Johnny quickly had to straighten her out, and she's victorious. Princess Royal runs second. There's a slow-mo of what happened. She just ducked away from the right-hand side, obviously still very green, but ENTISAAR has now won 3 from 4, and she pays up at 7 rand 80. The race time, 70,18. That's the running of the Alan Robertson Championship, Grade 1 for the 2-year-old fillies, over 1,200 metres. We've still got races 6, 7 and 8, a feast of Group 1 sprints, the best in the country. Back to the studio.
Just witnessed the running of the Alan Robertson Championship, and what a terrific finish. ENTISAAR's put her name up and taken this event and come through with a really good rattle up the inside. Johnny G, the man in form. You've added another Scottsville feature race to your tally.
It's been a good hunting ground for me. I've had a lot of success here, but coming back to this filly, she won a good race today.
Take us through the early part. They all seem to concertina towards the centre inside.
Yeah, look, I was sitting behind them, and she was travelling very well. And coming through the 200, there was just a little gap there between myself and Anton, and she come through, and she actually ducked for the activities on the inside here. But I mean, she's a good filly, and I think you won't see the end of her here.
Just had to keep her up to the task the last 150.
Yeah, that's all. Just keep her concentrating. But even though her ears were pricked and she was looking to stop, but she still had a little in.
Well done, Johnny.
Thanks very much.
There's Johnny Gerudas, and well done. There's the winning memento from Babu Noonan, director of Gold Circle. Give it up for Johnny Gerudas, another Grade 1 winner at the Scottsville circuit. Then let's get Mike de Kock into the picture here. Coming to the course today, you had some nice horses in this race, and she's come out best.
Yeah, I think the difference between her and Sharma is that she's probably just a sprinter, where Sharma is definitely a filly that wants a mile, and she's a little immature. I must be honest, if you asked me at the beginning of the week, if Anthony asked me which one must I ride, I would have said ride Sharma, because she shows that much more. But there was never really much between these two fillies, and sadly a jockey must make the choice. But this filly looked very well in the ring, and I think she was balked for a run for a while, which suited her. She was, there was a lot of speed up front and kicked on very well. Good ride from Johnny.
Looks like a lot to work for the future.
Yes, no doubt. She's more than ready. They do tend to go on, and they tend to be fairly decent sprinters. I'm not so sure we'll run her again. I think she's done enough this filly.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done to Mark de Kock. There's the winning memento. Well done to Mark de Kock. Thanks very much to Babu Noonan. And then, of course, the memento for the winning owners. Diane de Kock's going to move in there and represent Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Thanks very much there. And that's the mementos for the winning owners, those blue and white silks. Then let's get the groom, Litha Nondlanzi. Nita Londanzi, well done Letha, there's your winning prize. Congratulations, looks after ENTISAAR, and thanks very much to Babu Noonan, Director of Gold Circle. That's the running of the Alan Robertson Championship. ENTISAAR, that's her name, pencil it in for the future.